excited you were able to join us tonight as we take a trip from sea to shining sea. As fourth graders, we have spent the last 9 months traveling around our country. We have learned about the landmarks, landforms, bodies of water, natural resources, and historical events that together make 50 nifty states.
North, south, east, west. In our calm, objective opinion, Minnesota is the best. So let's start our trip in the Midwest, also known as the Heartland.
The Heartland supplies our country with wheat, corn, dairy products, and iron ore. Hardy Midwesterners enjoy the 4 seasons, although we often complain about the long, humid summers and the cold winters. That's when a hot dish really hits a spot.
Casserole!
The The Midwest is known for
the source of the Mississippi, Lake Itasca.
The Crazy Horse Monument and Mount Rushmore.
The Great Lakes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
The Gateway Arch to the west.
Why don't people from Kansas like fancy things?
Because they're plain people.
That was a corny joke.
Yankee Doodle was a song that made fun of untrained American troops during the French and Indian War. It was well known throughout the American colonies during the time of the Revolutionary War.
Mind the music and the step, and with the girls we
1776, Thomas Jefferson and a group of delegates declared our independence from Great Britain, and so began the United States of America. Thomas Jefferson wrote the Declaration of Independence, which says,
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
In 1814, Francis Scott Key witnessed the 25-hour bombardment of Fort McHenry while he was detained on a British warship. As dawn broke, Key saw the flag was still flying over the fort and wrote the words for the song that became our national anthem. The Statue of Liberty has welcomed millions of immigrants. The Statue of Liberty has welcomed millions of immigrants to this country. In the late 1800s, the United States experienced a huge wave of immigrants, mainly from European countries like Germany, Sweden, Italy, and Ireland. Since 1965, 59 million more immigrants has come to the United States, with the greatest number arriving from Latin America and Asia. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Whoops.
As America grew, people turned their hopes and dreams to the fertile farmland, but the Appalachian Mountains stood in their way. How could settlers get past the barrier? Could a canal be the answer?
One more trip, then back we'll go. addition to the Erie Canal and the Statue of Liberty, the northeastern states are known for
Washington, D.C., the rocky coastline along the Atlantic Ocean,
the Appalachian Mountains,
Chesapeake Bay,
Boston Harbor.
Would you like a cup of tea?
No, thank you. But do you serve crabs here?
Of course, we serve anybody.
The Northeast provides our country with natural resources like coal, marble, and granite. Some of the delicious foods from this region are lobster, blueberries, maple syrup, and of course, Hershey chocolate. The Northeast enjoys 4 seasons like the Midwest, but the Atlantic Ocean keeps the winters milder and the summers cooler.
Y'all come visit us for some southern hospitality. You'll love our long, hot summers, but be aware during hurricane season, we'll provide the country with a huge variety of crops like citrus fruits, sugarcane, peaches, peanuts, pecans, and cotton. Before the Civil War, slaves would sing songs as they worked the fields for the plantation owners. Some of these songs were secret codes to help slaves escape north to Canada.
Good God Almighty, gonna pick a bit of cotton. Good God Almighty, gonna pick a bit of cotton. Good God Almighty, gonna pick a bit of cotton. Good God Almighty, gonna pick a bit of cotton. Oh Lord, 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 pick a bit of cotton. Got to jump down, turn around and pick a bit of cotton. Got to jump down and turn around and pick a bit of cotton. Got to jump down and turn around and pick a bit of cotton. Got to jump down and turn around and pick a bit of
For the omen is away to carry you to freedom, and if you
After the Civil War, the 13th Amendment to the Constitution ended slavery in this country. About 100 years later, Martin Luther King made a speech calling for civil rights and an end to racism.
I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up to the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today that when we allow freedom to ring, let it ring from every village, every hamlet, every state, and every city. We will be able to speed up the day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Catholics and Protestants, will be able to join hands and sing, "Thank God Almighty, we are free at last."
The Southeast is also known for
the swampy, murky marshland like the Louisiana Bayou and Florida Everglades.
Disney World, Fort Knox, Kentucky Derby.
New Orleans, the birthplace of jazz.
And last but definitely not least,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Walking through a party in the county jail. The prison band was there, they began to wail. The band was jumping and the joint began to swing. You should have heard those knocked out jailbirds sing, let it rock. Everybody let it rock. Everybody in old
listen to some twangy country song about broken hearts.
Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man.
I would rather admire the beauty of the Southwest. Everywhere we look, there are mountain peaks, deserts, and cacti.
Arizona was once thought as a useless desert, but now it's one of the fastest growing states thanks to air conditioning. This region is now known as the Sun Belt.
Over 500 Native American tribes exist in this country. Some of the Southwest tribes are Pueblo, Apache, and Navajo.
If you ever mosey our way, be sure to visit the Grand Canyon. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. President Teddy Roosevelt said, "It's one great sight every American should see."
Speaking of events that everyone should see, the International Hot Air Balloon Fiesta in Albuquerque is the most photographed event in the world. Selfie!
Do they have the hot air balloon fiesta in the Southwest because of all the open space?
No, it's from all the natural gas from the beans we eat. We're a couple of rootin' tootin' cowboys.
Natural gas is actually found underground with the black gold of the Southwest, oil.
Get your head out of the ground and back up in the sky. Tucson has more telescopes than anywhere. It's the astronomy capital of the world.
It's a great place to look at all those giant balls of gas.
You mean stars?
have sunglasses on. The stars here come out all day and night.
Please welcome two judges from The Voice, Adam Levine and Alicia Keys. We are also excited to have two more judges from The Voice, who are also a couple that found love, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani. Singer John Legend and his wife, Chrissy Teigen. Please welcome actors Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Fresh off his Super Bowl win with no deflated footballs in sight are Tom Brady and his wife, Gisele Bundchen. What? And now we have cowboys?
A young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking plan. And any shop girl can be a top girl if she pleases the tired businessman. Hooray for Hollywood!
Sunglasses are a must in most of the western states, but there is a huge range in climate, from the balmy sunshine of Hawaii to the harsh winters in Alaska.
Can only be found in Hawaii, and it's our state fish.
Oh, okay. Huma huma cuckoo cuckoo. Frou frou.
Can you sing it again?
a beautiful name. I'll bet it means walking along the shores of Waikiki.
Actually, it means fish that comes out of the water and sounds like a pig.
Really?
Really.
America continued the westward movement, and the gold rush began in 1849. People came to California to make their fortune.
Today, the West provides us with a wide range of resources and industries such as minerals, fuels, forests, and the home of computer industry, Silicon Valley. They also provide us with produce like avocados, potatoes, artichokes, and pineapples.
The West is filled with American landmarks and landforms.
The Space Needle,
Golden Gate Bridge,
Las Vegas,
the Redwood Forest,
Hoover Dam,
Old Faithful,
Rocky Mountains.
In 1893, Catherine Bates visited the summit of Pikes Peak in the Rocky Mountains. She was inspired by the magnificent view and wrote the poem America the Beautiful. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. O beautiful, for he was proved in liberating strife, for more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. O beautiful, for patriot dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you for traveling with us from sea to shining sea. Before our journey ends, I would like to introduce Kelly Moore. She has served in the United States Air Force from 1999 through 2004 and was stationed in New Mexico and later Florida. Captain Kelly Moore worked on the software for the radar of the U-2 spy plane. Tonight, she's going to share a poem to remind us it's important to learn about our country, but it is also important to remember that America begins at home.
America begins at home with every child's need for guidance and direction in establishing a creed. The roots that shape America are formed most surely where a child spends the vital years within his parents' care. Perhaps the close-knit family, where each one has a task, does more to aid America than anyone could ask. Responsibilities at home build roots both firm and strong to guide our future leaders in whatever comes along. To work and strive is no disgrace. Instead, it is a joy to build a great America that cannot be destroyed. This beautiful America, so blessed with liberty, begins at home. Its true success depends on you and me.
we do our last song and the children recess out, I want to recognize all of these fourth graders for their extremely hard work the whole year putting this on. We started the music the second day of music class, and they've worked faithfully and as a good team should. And then the second half of the year, they started learning more about all of the things you see here. They've built all these landforms, and they've done such a fabulous job. Show your appreciation for their patriotism. And please show your appreciation for our volunteers from the South Campus Band.